with CobbleStone Estates. So we've been locked in our house from COVID for what seems like a million years. Alex is talking nonstop as per usual. He talks about everything from finances to real estate to our acupuncture business to everything, traveling and friends, and our latest theme has been real estate and how it's changing how it's going to change on a macro level, how it's already started due to the internet. Most businesses have changed in major ways because of the internet, and real estate is not exempt from that. So I thought I'd get us in front of a camera to capture some of these thoughts. So Alex, how do you think real estate's changing with the internet coming?
Sure, I don't know, just as precursor to what we were saying before was that, our acupuncture business we were hoping was going to open up in mid-May. That now looks more realistically to mid-June. That creates us to have, all these stressors, and then the same thing happens with our projects for construction. So I just started to think about, well, what can I be focusing on? I'm just looking at like what real estate could look like in 5 to 7 years, and is there anything we can do today to benefit ourselves to move things forward? And we realized, well, it doesn't feel like real estate has been impacted as much as it's going to be impacted through the internet. I think the internet is going to devastate it. So obviously in real estate we've changed now with Corona. There's a lot less open houses and sellings, and all these types of things are obviously being impacted, but I think that things are going to be even more impacted in the future. If you are a new agent and you sign up with a brokerage, I think you get hosed on your deal for all the legwork and not necessarily that much benefit into your personal experience or definitively in your pocket. And I think there's a big problem in our experience with when we were buying a home, and through a lot of our friends and shared their experience. When you work with an agent, you choose them for whatever reason you did. Generally it's because you trust that brokerage because it's got a big name to it, or maybe it's somebody that you know or somebody that you've known of that's worked with somebody. But overall, the experience, in my opinion, isn't as good as it needs to be at all. I would say that our experience when we bought our first home was on par with going to like a really nice fancy dinner with the staff treating you well. And I think that that's honestly pretty lame. If you're buying a starter home in New York City, you're looking at probably $850,000 to $2 million. And I believe that the consumer deserves a lot better of an overall experience, and I think that's what people are going to be doing. I think there's probably going to be micro brokerages that pop up all over the place where you have just a handful of people together, whether that's 10 or 15 or whatnot, underneath something, and they're going to be giving, you very nice hand-holding boutique experience for the person. And I believe that they deserve that. When you're going to take on a 20 or 30-year mortgage on your shoulders, you probably should have some of those nicer benefits, and I think that's where real estate's going. I think that's what we've been driving towards as we're thinking about these things, and I think that's what maybe some people should think about for their own benefit moving into the future.
Well, and also I don't think you talked about how the internet's changing things. Like Zillow's kind of taking over, and it's big business, and they're driving business toward Zillow agents. It's actually easier to get a hold of a Zillow agent than it is to actually get a hold of the listing agent. So things are changing. Agencies now are not offering their agents very good percentages. So most likely they're going to have to change and offer agents much better deals, or they're going to get swallowed up by the internet or by these little small boutique agencies.
I think that sounds good.